All right, so if you guys have been following us here, we were building a flying shark for the world's largest electric flying event, Flite Fest. And one of the biggest activities during this event is combat. That's where hundreds of people go into the air at one time, the last person flying wins. Now, year after year, we've been trying to do our best to basically beat our community, but every time the community wins. We built strong planes, big planes, reinforced planes, but every time we go down. This year, we're taking a different strategy. We're going for the fun factor. Now that we have this built, it's time to put it to the test. All right, so it's Saturday. We are ready for our first combat, and this time, I get to participate. Shark bait, ooh-ah!
You ready?
We're ready, yep. Actually, a little bit behind the scenes. I told you guys that I was going to go ahead and tweak it and get it flying even better. I lied, I ran out of time. This is exactly how we flew it, so I'm just gonna see how long we can keep it in the air, and then we'll just make mods as we go throughout the day. All right, so Saturday, first combat. I'm here with Billy. We're gonna put shark plane up for the very first time. Hopefully it won't be the last. Here we go. Now they're coming up to the line. Exciting. I got you back.
I love that song. That's hilarious. Oh
no. All right, we got it. So for our first flight here, we went ahead and decided to not make any changes. It actually flew very controllable during our test flights, and we were pretty happy with it. So we thought, you know what, let's go ahead and send it. That probably wasn't the best move because basically the wind really wreaked havoc on it. It was difficult to control, but we were able to keep it in the air for most of the flight. One thing safe to say, it definitely flew like a fish out of water. It was flopping all around. Sometimes I was upside down. I couldn't even make it right side up. But we had a great time flying it. It looked really cool. And now we know that we definitely need to change some things before we go into our next flight. Dude, it's like the rules of how to fly it change with every turn.
Every turn becomes a
So the funny thing is, I have a plane that flies terrible that hasn't been designed to really be that durable, and this is the longest I've ever flown in one. It put me out of my misery. Oh, that's the end of my battery. That's the end of the battery, no! Baby, somebody grab the shark! Oh! I ran out of battery.
That launched too easy.
Oh, did it? Awesome. All right, so we didn't get any damage, but I did get an ego check. I might need to use my best friend Billy here. It flies stupid. Every time I turn in a different aspect of the wind, it's like, I'm gonna rewrite how to fly this.
It goes everywhere else in the turn.
But this is the longest I've ever lasted in a combat, which is cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the drawing board. I wanna get some thrust vectoring because the second I slow down, all my controls have no thrust over them. And it just goes where it wants to go. So maybe put a rudder on it?
Absolutely. At least at that point you can steer.
Definitely. Didn't get hit, but it'll live down to fight another day.
So we snuck into the stem tent, and what we're going to do is we are going to modify the shark so that it will have more control at slow speeds. So what we want to do is we're going to extend the elevators in, and then I'm going to build a rudder on the back side. So what it should do is, as long as the motor is spinning, the prop is spinning, you're going to have constant airflow over top of the surfaces. Right now, when you're flying, because the motor is inside this tunnel, the control surfaces are not getting enough air to be able to actually have full control of the airframe. So with doing this is going to allow us to have full control, even if the plane's not moving forward. As long as the prop is spinning, it will have some sort of control.
That's awesome. Okay, you think you're going to be ready by next combat?
Absolutely. We are going to get this thing back into the combat.
Awesome.
So Billy saved my bacon here. I was working with the health department, giving them tours, going through things and shuttling people. I completely lost track of time, and Noah, you called me, and basically I was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to miss this bracket. He's like, Billy got the mods made. Billy's awesome. So we get to fly the shark for the second time now. so much better. Billy, it's perfect, man. That is awesome. That rudder is to be a beast.
As long as you have power, you should always have control.
Yeah. All right, so a huge shout out to Billy. The changes he made mainly with bringing the elevators in over the thrust line of the prop and also adding that rudder gave me the ability to not just stay in the air, but actually go after people and have a little bit of fun in the air at the same time. The Shark flew completely different from our first flights, and although there was a couple weird quirks, it had so much more control and especially the ability to turn quickly. And because we had thrust going over the control surfaces, even when I got slow, I was still able to use pitch and yaw to be able to turn the airplane on a dime.
From the guest, come over.
My talent, you're coming first.
Oh, gamers!
Bring out the stars. Bring out the stars.
Yeah! You got one!
It's a red
My dreams have come true, yes!
No,
Rudder is literally the best thing ever.
My tail is not safe. My tail is not safe. Oh my gosh!
Oh, no, and that's the end of my battery. Oh! They got me! Dude, I love this. All right, so she flew a lot better thanks to you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I think now the next time we can repair it and it's gonna be flying perfectly, but already it's proven to be pretty darn lethal, especially to streamers.
I can't wait for her to get it back, get it fixed, and get it in the next combat.
It's gonna be awesome. And you know what? It's starting to fly good enough. I almost wanna make it a kit or at least plans for you guys. So we'll see what we can do.
I think it's a good idea.
Awesome. All right.
You're over here. Oh, there I am.
Let's see the damage.
Surprisingly, it's not all that bad.
Yeah. Oh, we got one on the lip.
Yeah.
Is that from an airplane? That blue mark there?
Yeah. That was an airplane.
And then got a little gash here.
Yeah.
We,
Got any orange anywhere?
Oh.
Where I hit you?
there it is. That
Yeah,
was
there.
probably what was.
That was probably what you got. I think you ended up right in here. Maybe that's you. Maybe.
Maybe.
And
Oh, look!
Oh,
I got shark teeth.
look at that. So the shark teeth do work. Wait. So we're missing some dentures. Oh yeah, we're missing some.
we are
I
missing
hit your head up. You're missing a bunch of them.
well, no, that's
was
all,
just
that
one row.
That one, you got the whole row.
Oh, I got it?
You got it.
Awesome.
You know, a little bit forward, it would have hit your battery.
It would have. That'd have been
That
fun.
would have been awesome.
Yeah, come down in a blaze of glory.
It's definitely fixable. It's gonna go back up.
Yes. Let's say we fix it, we patch it up, and we give it a good old paint job and send it back up.
That's the plan.
Nice.
All right, so the Shark is kind of repaired here. This whole side was pretty mangled up a little bit, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So we got her back together, and now what we're gonna do is basically give it a paint job for one last round to try to make it look as cool as possible. The last flight flew pretty good.
Absolutely. I think that after we get all this done, it's going to be close to being really, really good to go for the combat.
All right, let's paint it.
So do you guys think that this should be a kit by the end of the day?
Just to No, we want things to build good and fly good. And do I think it should be a kit? Yes. Do I think it should be a kit as it is? It is a turd. It is, I mean, Billy flew it.
Yes, yeah, it's a very challenging flight. It looks really neat, but I think the average pilot would probably have a lot of frustration with it.
It would look cool, fly terrible. But if we can make it look cool, fly cool, and build good, then that would be a winner. So the Flurkin started off this way. We had the Flurkin just because we wanted something to look weird. And then that turned into something that was easy to build and easy to fly and stable. So if this is gonna work out, we gotta make it easy to build and easy to fly. But so many people have reacted like, we want one of these. I can't believe it.
We might have to just try to make this work.
Yeah,
We will look into it and see, because it's something that I think that everybody would love to have. They can have their own shark, and how cool it would be to have a swarm of sharks.
It would be really cool. And eat a couple of easy planes too.
What would it be called? Would it be called a flock because it's technically flying, or would it be called a school because technically it's a fish?
Or a pod. A pod.
A pod?
I like that pod.
I like the pod.
All right, so this is the last event of Flite Fest, the combat. This is where basically everybody puts their airplanes in the battle because a lot of them can't go home with them, so they hold nothing back. This is oftentimes the most epic, craziest event. All right, just a little bit angled away. Just a little bit down. The shark land! All right, where's my Hotwire friend? I want a num-num. So I am absolutely blown away with how good the shark looks. It looked pretty cool before, but after a paint job, it really came to life. It's incredible to see whenever you take a little bit of spray paint, put it on our foam board, how good things come out looking, and especially how it looked in the air. Now one thing blows my mind, every time we do combat, you have hundreds of people going in the air at one time and you think everyone would be crashing instantly into each other. That's simply not the case. We are inches from either getting to bite somebody or someone biting us. It's really incredible to see these events, how planes can tangle it up, still keep flying, and how many hits they can take in the air before they finally come down. Come over! Nom, 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 nom. Dude, that wind is real!
But it's handling it pretty well.
It's doing so much better. Oh! Yeah! Why is it the weird plays ball the longest? Alright, he did do some damage though. I got a hard turn. Something went wrong. It was like, I was like, why am I doing this so much? All of a sudden, it's like, whoop, I think I lost an elevator.
Yes, it definitely looked like the elevator had left the plane.
So, an awesome young man, I don't know who it was, they hit me out there. I just recovered in time, but at that point on, I was basically flying like this. So, I bet you that back elevator just gave up the ghost. What an awesome flight.
It was beautiful.
I love it. What a good death, too.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so we got to make this a reality here. This is absolutely epic. So we had an absolute blast getting to participate in combat this year. Probably the most fun we've ever had, and frankly, the longest we've ever lasted. I definitely think this is a new strategy we want to keep on having because at the end of the day, it's about the fun, not winning. Now, if you guys don't know what Flite Fest is all about, or you want to see more of it, make sure you hit that subscribe bell because next week, we're going to begin our recap series. And we had some things happen this year that have never happened in the history of Flite Fest. It's a real great testimony to how resilient and amazing our community is, and also how much fun can be had by serving others. And if you want to see this shark become a kit like so many people at the event asked for, let us know down in the comments. We're really thinking of creating a baby shark, a mommy shark, and a daddy shark. Let us know if you like that idea, and we'll see you next time.